Tried to tease him, but they soon found out the hard way about what happens when you try to mess with a Class A from the Norfolk and Western.
Howdy there, Ariel.
Hey, David. Those trucks causing you any trouble?
Not really. They were easy to handle. Sure, they tried to play tricks on me, but they made a serious mistake, and right now their wheels are aching, and it damn serves them right. Next time they'll never dare try to mess with an engine like me.
Seeing you with that train reminds me of when the Class A's used to pull heavy coal trains on the flatter districts of the Norfolk and Western system, from what Nickel Plate 587 told me.
Yeah, despite I'm a rare survivor of my class, but hauling these trucks on Soto is almost nothing when compared to hauling big coal hoppers. Since that's how the 1200s were like in the era of steam, when hauling hoppers as a daily routine, even though they pulled heavy passenger trains at times.
After dropping off the business rig, Ariel hauled a mixed train of dry clay and wet clay from Tidmouth to Wellswood, where Bill and Ben were waiting to take it to the China Clay Works. As the twins left the train, Ariel decided to have a little rest in the sidings of the yards. Edward was there doing some shunting when he noticed the old 440 was thinking of something from her past, which was making her feel unhappy. This concerned the old engine, so he came over and talked to her.
Something the matter, madam?
It's got nothing to do with you, Mr. Edward. But if you want to know, it's to do with 311. Ever since she was mentioned here, some of you have had encounters with her, but have never become added victims to her curse. Hearing all this is giving me bad memories of when I had my own encounter with her a long time ago.
If I may ask, Miss Ariel, the other engine said the ghost engine is looking for others who share its number, marking it. But do you think there is more than what they think?
Many versions of 311's death have been told. All I know from my experience with her was that her accident was sudden and came without warning. It was only until my encounter with her ghost that I started to see something different. Something that forever made me afraid of her, even to this day. I remember it well. The year was 1979, 10 months after I was bought for railway preservation. It was a clear but cold evening after Matthew and I were hauling an excursion train during the celebration of the Highland Valley Logging and Mining Company Railroad. When the passengers were getting off, I overheard one of them talking about the story of 311's ghost. At first, I thought they were joking, but it turned out not to be, for Matthew explained the accident to me. 311 and I were friends, not like close, if you know what I mean, but I was affected by her loss. After that, my mind began to think back to when me and her used to work together when we had to. As Matthew and I slept for the night, it was misty and damp. Then, it suddenly felt colder than normal. Moments later, we were woken up as we heard the cry of an engine's whistle echoing around within the dark. Before we knew it, a big bright red light shone, nearly blinding us. There, we saw 311's true appearance. Through the bright headlamp, her form was disgusting, filled with hatred and twisted by anger, despair, and regret.
Do you want to die, Ariel?
out-of-control psychopath. She came within a few inches of me, ready to take my life, when suddenly she was gone, vanished into the unknown.
Oh my God. That's so disturbing, but yet very sad to think that someone who was friends with you would go insane and blame you for something you didn't do. That was 38 years ago. Surely by now you've recovered from it.
No, I still haven't, Mr. Edward. I still get nightmares about it. You don't understand why. The only reason I'm still alive is because of what I learned from the story. 311 didn't kill me because she saw that my number was not the same as hers. But to her at her age, she almost did. I can only hope that one day she can let go and move on. Why should she continue spreading her curse around and let others suffer like you engines on this railway?
It's a hard thing to deal with, I understand. I lost so many family members and so few of them ended up being preserved. I was heartbroken, but I was able to move on and remember them, but also focus on the good days we had. I guess 311 has some good left in her, and that her troubled past with shame is preventing her in letting go.
Who knows? But if one would have to guess, then that may be the case. But the true answer would have to come from 311 herself. Her journey to redemption just doesn't seem to be coming.
It takes time, and it will be over, I promise. It might take some time to happen, but, maybe, for all intents and purposes, it can happen tonight.